Everyone, how's everyone doing today? Good? Yeah, you know, when most people are asked this question, they usually reply with like fine or really good, right? But in reality, they're just totally burnt out or totally stressed out. So I want to ask the grade 12 students here, how are you really doing right now?
A little stressed.
A little stressed. I know you just got rejected for water. So it's completely normal to be stressed out. Maybe it's because of school, or maybe it's because of work, or just life in general. It's completely okay to be stressed out. Mental health is something we deal with daily, but we rarely even talk about it. And that's a problem, because mental health isn't just about avoiding sadness or anxiety. It's about how we feel and how we actually think. It's about how we cope from these ups and downs that come in life. So, according to World Health Organization, 1 in 7 adolescents worldwide experience a mental health disorder. That means people around us, or you yourself, are just secretly struggling. Imagine your mind is like a phone. Like, come on, everyone has a phone here, right? Right? Okay, no one here is like without a phone, right? Okay, just checking in. So everyone has a phone, right? And you're always glued to this phone. What does a phone have that keeps it running? The battery, right? And imagine your mind is your phone, and this battery is your mental health. You're gonna be using your phone when it's at full charge, and everything just runs completely smoothly. But as soon as that battery gets low, everything just starts lagging. Like, I'm on FaceTime with this guy right here, sitting right there, and my phone is at like 1%. All I see is 3 frames per second of this guy just moving around. But guess what happens after that battery completely runs out? What happens? The phone shuts down. That's exactly what mental health is. When you keep bottling these things up, eventually that bottle is gonna crack. So how do you deal with all this stress without breaking? How do you keep up with all these things going around in the world? The truth is that the world today is more stressful than ever. There's just so much going on. There's social media, there's academics, there's deadlines that you have to meet. Like, there's so many expectations. It's like I'm trying to juggle while trying to balance myself on a unicycle, while trying to lift 300 pounds. There's just so much going on. And I can't focus on what to do when. I can't focus on something, and eventually I'm just gonna lose my balance. And everything is just gonna come crashing down. So, what do you do with all this stress? How do you contain this without everything just crashing down? Have you guys ever heard of resilience?
Yeah.
In physics, something? Yeah? What do you guys think resilience means? Maybe one of you guys. Come on, let's get the hands up. No one? Try to shoot, because I'm looking at it. What do you think resilience means?
It means to keep trying.
To keep trying, that's good, yeah. I had a problem. Can't find it. Oh, there. What do you guys think this is?
A rubber band.
A rubber band, right? Now, no matter what I do to this rubber band, I can stretch it. Oh. That wasn't supposed to happen. Hey, you know what? Sometimes that does happen. Sometimes you just snap. But guess what? It still has resilience. It still comes back to the same way it was. That's what resilience is. It's bouncing back from difficulties. No matter what went wrong here, I still bounce back. That is resilience in action right there. So it's not something that you can like have or don't have. It's something that you can actually build. So how do you build resilience? What do you do? Well, first thing in our generation is what we like to call touching glass. Now, I know all the people in our generations know this, but the parents don't. So it basically means go out, socialize, talk to other people, talk your feelings out, talk your heart out. When humans are built for wired connection, when we share our feelings, when we express our thoughts, it really reduces this burden that's on us. Talking about your feelings isn't a weakness. It's something that you should do on a daily to keep up with the stress. You know, I used to think I can handle everything on my own, but one day I truly opened up to my parents. And that one day, regardless of it being like 2 p.m. after a party, I know it ruined their night, but still, I opened up to them because I've been bottling this stuff up for months. And that one simple conversation that we had, it truly made me feel understood. It really made me feel like I wasn't in this alone, like I had someone I can trust who's standing right by my side. It was as if the burden that was choking me, or this pressure that I felt in my chest, it had finally been relieved. And all I have to thank for that is probably my mom and my dad. So talk stuff out. I cannot stress this enough. Okay, now we're gonna do a little activity, okay? I want you guys to take a moment and think about a time recently where you felt overwhelmed or stressed. And ask yourself, did I reach out to anyone? Did I take care of myself? Or did I try to see this situation differently? Now, if the answer is no, then that's okay, because awareness is the first step. You have to be aware. And if the answer is yes, then that's amazing. You're already practicing resilience. Another way that you can build resilience is just by taking care of yourself. Like, studies actually show that teens who get 8 to 10 hours of sleep a night report with better mood and less anxiety. And that's something that I did not know. So my dad told me to make a whole schedule about it. Still haven't, but still. It's something you should keep in mind. You see, I recently got this smartwatch on my birthday. So it keeps having this reminder, like it keeps popping up, this notification keeps popping up. It tells me to breathe. And I'm like, am I not already doing that? Like, why are you telling me to breathe, you know? But what it truly means is take 2 minutes for yourself. Just 2 minutes of your day. Just relax, completely blank everything out. Take 2 minutes to do nothing. Just breathe. Just by taking 2 minutes of calming yourself down can reduce stress, and it will get you in that state of flow, or what we like to call locking in. That's what my teachers keep telling me every day. Well, resilience is something that can also come from how we think about certain stuff. So when something goes wrong, right? Like something bad happens in your personal life, you break up, or something bad happens at your job, or let's say you get rejected from McMaster Health Sci, which is the first, like the best health sci program ever. This might be from personal references. I see what I'm Do you ever catch yourself saying stuff like, I'm a failure, or maybe I'm just not good enough, or I don't know, did I do something wrong? These thoughts, they trap us in this negative environment, right? Instead, reframe these questions, reframe these challenges, and find a door to opportunity. You know what, I'm gonna quote one of our favorite math teachers ever. I know he says knowledge is the key to the door of opportunities. I know all of you guys know what teacher this is. You guys didn't take the teacher's name?
Mr. P.
Who do you think the teacher is?
Mr. Mason.
Mr. Mason, exactly. That's my grade 11 math teacher right there. But to be honest, knowledge is the door to every opportunity, but so is resilience. So is resetting that mind, changing your mindset. You know, you need to take these mistakes to come back even stronger. And that is what's called having a growth mindset. That is what Mr. Mason has been trying to tell me all these days, but I just thought he just yaps. Now, that doesn't mean you ignore the pain. You just learn how to use it as fuel. So what? You got rejected from my side. I got Queens. You just wait and you work on yourself, and opportunities will come to you. I got Queens. Now, there's actually a study that was done by the University of Pennsylvania, which basically says grit, which is the basically another way of saying long-term resilience. It said grit was found to be a better predictor of success than your IQs or your grade. And students who actually succeeded in life, they weren't always the ones who were smartest. They weren't always the one who got 98s in their calc classes, or 96 averages. Still got rejected on that calc class. They were the ones who never stopped trying. They kept pushing. They used those mistakes. They learned from it. They never gave up. Behind every success story, there is always a list of failures. Take your favorite athlete or your favorite entrepreneur. Who's your favorite entrepreneur? Elon Musk? Of course. Well, regardless of Tesla being good or bad, we're not going to get into that, he's still really successful, right? They learned from their mistakes. They believed they could keep going. And that is resilience in action. Mental health isn't a side issue. It's the foundation of success. The earlier you realize that, the better it is. So, stop chasing perfection. Chase progress. Use resilience as one of your greatest strengths in this world full of challenges and setbacks. Your struggles don't make you weak. They make a path for you. They form a path for you to come back even stronger. Thank you so much, guys.